All right, this is the last question in number 16. We are asked, at what term would the sum of sequence A and sequence B equal 1,000? At what term would the sum of sequence A and sequence B equal 1,000? All right, and then in the question we've been given the sum of sequence A and B as 105. You can see 5 plus 100, 105, 8 plus 98, 106, 11 plus 96, 107. All right, so the best way to approach this is to work with this new sequence, all right, of the sum, right? And how do we do that? We write the nth term rule for the sum of sequence A and B, right? Treating this as a new sequence, right? So let's write the nth term rule for this. So the first thing we have to check is the common difference, right? So let's check the common difference. So this is plus 1. 105 plus 1 is 106, plus 1, 107. All right, so the common difference is 1. So remember what we do when we're doing an n time, we multiply that by n. And because it's positive, it's going to be positive, so we don't need to write that. But if it's going down, we have to put a negative 1, all right? But this is a positive 1. So 1 times n is the same thing as n, right? Okay. Then we check with the first term. So the first term is 1, right? Okay, so if n is 1, 1 times 1 is 1. So we have just 1. So what do we do to 1, a positive 1, to make it 105? So we just add 104 to it, and that's 105, right? So that means the nth term for this new sequence, the sum of sequence A and B, is n plus 104. We don't need a 1 because n is 1n already, right? So that's the nth term rule for the sum, n plus 104. Now that we have that, we can answer the question. So let's read again. At what term would the sum of sequence A and sequence B equal 1,000? Right, so now we know the n term for sequence A and B is n plus 104. We equate that to 1,000. So this value of n will tell us the term, right? So how do we solve this? We're looking for a number we add to 104 to get 1,000. So for us to get that number, we just take 104 from 1,000, and then we have the answer. So 1,000 minus 104. Okay, what's the answer? All right, that would be 1,100 is 900. 4 from 900 will be 896. 896. Remember, you must do all this with speed and accuracy. All right, so it will be at the 896th term where you would have the sum totaling 1,000. Okay, please go over the video, and remember, if you have any question, I'm right here. Thank you. Bye.